Oh, yeah. You guys used to more claps. That way you are from backstage anyway.
That's right.
Because you've been doing this well. I didn't realize this. First of all, you do it at the DuPont Theater. So you're like the only thing that DuPont, because usually I didn't even realize they did this, where they brought somebody local and let them produce a show from the DuPont Theater.
Yeah, DuPont actually is a co-producer of this Delaware All-State Theater, which is pretty impressive because they're normally just a national touring show.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Usually you're seeing the big shows coming through town. What do you call that, kind of off Broadway kind of deal?
If it's in Delaware,
Delaware's little Broadway.
Yeah. But it just blew me away when I asked you, because I thought you were going to say it's Christiana High or something. But you're actually doing it at the DuPont Theater and with local talent. That's
the best of the best student performer from across the state, elementary, middle, and high schoolers, all assembled on one big stage, performing in a big show.
Yeah, and of course, let me introduce you. It's Jeff
Santoro.
I want to be sure and get that right. Now, you're the producer, director?
I am.
And this is not your first. You did, you telling West Side Story?
We did West Side Story last year, and we did Les Miserables School Edition 2 years ago. That was our inaugural season.
Yeah. Now, where'd you come from? I mean, all of a sudden, I want to do a play, because, I don't know how many people might have tried to do that with DuPont for years. I mean, and all of a sudden you pull this off?
Well, very lucky. I have a great partner in John Gardner in the DuPont Theater. He's the general manager of the DuPont Theater, and we came up with the idea back in 2007 to assemble the best student talent there is. We basically were thinking there's state championships in sports, there's all-state music, all-state band, but there was nothing for theater.
Yeah, what a great idea. And of course you got to love the young lady sitting beside you. I know she just doesn't take your notes. I mean,
no. She's a loudmouth.
Thanks.
Deb Johnson, our assistant director and associate producer of Delaware All-State Theater, and Deb and I have.
Now, who works with? I guess, because how do you find a selection? I mean, when you talk about the best of the best. I'm really amazed. I tell people, if you want good entertainment and a night out that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, go to these high school plays. I mean, they're phenomenal.
Absolutely.
They're phenomenal. The kids have got a lot of talent there.
It's quite impressive. And the cool thing about Delaware is it's a mecca for the arts. Whether it's fine, whether it's visual, or whether it's performing, you can always find something to do. I mean, movies are great. I'm not knocking movies, but let's go to the arts. Let's support the arts, and the schools are putting on fantastic.
Yeah, it's been known as an arts place. I mean, I don't know of anybody that has more art shows than what Delaware does or anything else.
I agree.
On a constant basis. I think we got a couple. In fact, we got artists coming on from the other side today. Steve Kuzman.
Some musicians.
No, visual arts. He's an artist.
Visual. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, and he's probably one of the top in this area. He's out of New Jersey. But we say he's a Delaware guy because we kind of followed him along.
We're brown men.
Nobody wants to claim for being New Jersey anyways.
Urinetown.
Now let's talk about Urinetown, because I'm interested about, I don't want to play stupid to the arts, but I am, but has it been made into a movie yet? No. But when you're talking about Urinetown, I mean, what is the story?
Well, it follows a 20-year drought in this Gotham-like city called Urinetown, and this big conglomerate company, the Urine Good Company, or the UGC for short, basically regulates the public amenities. So you have to pay to go to the bathroom. It's a comedy. It's witty. It's
shot made up in Italy, because I know
exactly. And that's where the authors, they were traveling in Europe and they had to pay to go to the bathroom. And that's how they came up with the story.
I'm at a train station. I got to go, and I walk down the steps. This guy charged me like $25 to go there and pee. Before it was all, I didn't know the money. I'm like, okay, whatever you need, I got to go.
And you laughed then, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so if you come to the now, if you go to the DuPont Theater, you'll laugh, with Urinetown The Musical.
So and today, I mean, you've got a couple of great, I listen to these folks warming up, and I'm telling you, some great talent. Who's the young lady, first of all? And
we have Natasha Michael, who is going to be a senior this next year at the Cab Calloway School of the Arts. And then we have Jake Glassman, who is graduating this year from Wilmington Friends School, and both are stalwarts at Delaware All-State Theater.
Yeah, I'm telling you, some great individuals. I heard them warming up earlier, and great voices on both of them. I was making fun of him, but I guess he don't go to school that way, because he goes to Wilmington's Friends. So I know they ain't letting him in there looking like that. So, and senior this year and going on off to college.
going to New York, going to be the next big Broadway star, I'm sure.
Yeah, so and all that. Daps is out there making. I just threw him all the way off when I told him, who those were. That I just did that, so he had to move the camera. And then, of course, standing next to him, and one of my niece's good friends, and I just found that out. She never invites, she never lets anybody know that I'm existing. I don't know that guy. But she goes to Cab Calloway, which is a big art school here. I mean,
great, and they just did an unbelievable show just recently. They did Into the Woods, and it was fantastic. And Natasha starred in that. Was one of the stars.
I went to one that she was in. They were. I see him up there. But I went to one that she was in, that my niece was in up there. Just great talent. I mean, what a great school that is. Dab says we got to hear them perform.
Yeah, they're going to do a little number from Urinetown The Musical.
Before we do that, play takes. Hey, Dabs, you got to help me out here. Play takes place when?
It's June 18th and 19th, 25th and 26th at the DuPont Theater. They can call 656-4401 for tickets.
Yeah, and you want to see our local stars that's going off to the big world, you got to see them now.
You got to see them.
They're going to be at the DuPont Theater. Put your hands together for Urinetown.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd be feeling as bad as you do if you didn't have a heart?
I don't know. I suppose not.
Of course you wouldn't, because then you'd be dead. When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your heart.
Follow my heart? But to where?
To wherever your heart tells you to go.
Even there?
Even to the clouds, if that's what your heart commands. What's it saying now?
I don't know. I don't know how to listen to my heart.
Let me try.
Do you...
There it is. It's saying, we all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of water for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No meanness or sorrow, just cleanness tomorrow. If only you follow your heart. You see there? Even your heart knows you should follow your heart.
Peace and joy, plenty of water. I guess I do want those things.
There's something else your heart was saying. Maybe something I shouldn't have heard.
There was?
I think so. It was barely audible, but I definitely heard something.
Well, what was it?
I don't know. Let me try again. Oh, there it is. So faint. It's saying, follow into the open air, far from squalor and noise. Follow, someone is waiting there. Someone who shares all your hopes and your joys. Someone is waiting there? Why, my heart was saying those exact words just the other day.
It was?
Sure it was. Squalor and noise, hopes and joys. It was saying all of those things.
Well, I didn't know two hearts could speak as one.
I didn't either. Until now. Here, listen.
Someday I'll meet someone whose heart joins with mine. Aortas and arteries all intertwined. They'll beat so much stronger than they could apart. The chambers of muscle to hustle the love in our hearts. Love is kind and considerate. Love is peaceful and fair. Love can creep up so suddenly. When you least think of it, your love is there. We all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of justice for